everyone, it's Virginie, your host, and welcome back to Level Up with Virginie. If you are thinking about a career change or you're already in the middle of one, switching industries, function, or both, this bonus episode is for you. What I'm about to share will save you time, energy, and a lot of unnecessary pain. As part of my career transition series, I took a step back and reflected on my own journey. And I extracted what I now call the 10 career transition lessons I've learned the hard way so you don't have to. In this episode, I will cover the mindset that makes or breaks your transition, how to gain clarity and position yourself, how to think about relationship and networking strategically, and finally, how to create action and momentum. So let's dive into. Lesson number 1. Career transitions are a mental and numbers game. This is the most important lesson of all. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Learn to master your mind. I've said it many times in this series, career transition requires an incredible amount of courage and resilience. You are in between who you were and who you are becoming. And that space is deeply uncomfortable because you are navigating change and uncertainty at the same time without knowing how long it will last. Let me paint a picture for you. At one point in my life, I was the used to work in finance person and not yet the working in luxury person. So every conversation felt vulnerable. I had a vision, but no proof yet. Add to that, constantly stretching myself outside my comfort zone, asking for advice, help, and introduction, hoping for a lucky break, a referral, a meeting, an opportunity. And if you're recovering from a burnout, a setback, or a toxic environment like I was, your confidence might be low. And when confidence is low, we act from fear instead of faith. The fear shows up like this. Overthinking a cold email for 2 hours and never sending it. Convincing yourself you're not ready to talk to someone at your dream company. Or missing opportunities because you don't feel good enough yet. That's where the numbers game comes in. Because here's what I've learned. You only regret the shots you didn't take. So if any of this resonates with you, first of all, you're not alone. Second of all, you are doing far better than you're giving yourself credit for. The next time fear shows up, acknowledge it and do it scared. Every time I did something scared, I got a new data points. I learned what worked and what didn't. And I proved to myself I can do it scared. And each time I got a little bit easier. All those imperfect attempts prepared me for the moment when my break finally came. And I was able to nail it. The takeaway for you here is master your mind, do it scared, take as many shots as possible. It will work out, I promise you. Lesson number 2. Rejection is protection and sometimes redirection. Rejection is not a sign you're on the wrong path. It's a part of the process. I have been rejected many times. Roles that felt perfectly aligned, processes that went smoothly, moments where I could picture myself in the company until that rejection email landed on my mailbox like a punch in the gut. How you handle rejection determines how quickly you succeed. Rejection are actually data points. Yes, they hurt, especially when you invested. That's human. But here's what matters. Focus on what you can control. You can control how you prepare, how you show up, the mindset you bring into the conversations. You cannot control what someone else needs, the internal politics, or who else you're competing against. So reframe rejection as protection. This wasn't the right environment for me. Or redirection. I'm being guided elsewhere, which was the case for me when I spent many months breaking into the tech industry. I did everything right, and it didn't happen. When I finally let go and shifted focus into strategy consulting, things move fast. The more rejection you face, the thicker your skin becomes and the faster you bounce back. Now, when rejection happens, I feel it and then I move on quickly. Whatever you need to do to get over it, do it now and then get back on your horse. Like Ariana Grande says, thank you. Next. Lesson number 3. Trust your intuition. It's data. This lesson is not about fear or resistance. It's about that quiet inner voice that says something feels off. If after meeting the people, asking the question, thinking it through, your body says no, listen. That might be an unpopular opinion, but sometimes something is not better than nothing. Now you have to use your discernment here. Yes, you need to meet your basic needs, but when those are covered and an opportunity doesn't excite you, you are absolutely allowed to walk away. I didn't listen to my intuition once. I said yes when everything inside of me said no, and I learned my lesson the hard way. Luckily, I felt quickly and I moved on, and I never in your mind instinct again. That lesson came also with maturity and with learning to say no more often. Early in your career, say yes to learn and explore and get your foot in the door. Later, say no to protect your energy and for your self-respect. Because there comes a stage in your life when you know your worth, and average, good enough, low balls offer are no longer acceptable. Know where you are and choose accordingly. I trust you will know when this resonates with you, or if you're not quite there yet. Lesson number 4. Self-care is a strategy, not a reward. Sustainability matters. I grew up believing that hard work was everything, and hard work is important. I always thought to myself, you can beat me at anything, but you will not beat my work ethics. And in my careers, I got praised for it, for long hours, for being the first in, the last out, for pushing through. But no one ever told me how to rest and balance it out. I know now, if you want long-term success, rest has to be part of the plan. If you need to learn that lesson, to start with the basics, like protect your sleep, take breaks, step away to gain perspective. One of the best pieces of feedback I ever received at work was one leader telling me, you can't lead if you never step back. You have to treat yourself like an athlete. Recovery must be part of the plan, especially if you want to accomplish something hard like transitioning your career. Lesson number 5. Clarity is how value gets recognized. Knowing what you want and what you bring to the table isn't enough. You have to communicate it clearly. Your ability to execute on your ideas will always depend on your ability to communicate them. If you're struggling to move forward in interviews or not attracting the opportunities you want, this is often why. So invest in communication. It means articulating your value clearly. And how do you get better at this? 1, you speak concisely and simply, no long sentences. 2, you ditch the industry jargon, especially if you're changing industries. 3, you adapt your message to your audience. 4, you lead with your key points. People have short attention spans, so tell them what matters most right away. And 5, you use the rule of threes. When answering questions, explaining something complex, organize your thoughts into 3 points or 3 stages. And 6, signpost as you go. Say things like first, second, let me give you an example to help people follow your train of thoughts. Clarity creates confidence, and confidence creates opportunity. Lesson number 6, think like a hiring manager, not a candidate. Whoever you're speaking with, put yourself in their shoes. I'm lucky because I've learned that lesson early on in my career working in sales. And I would ask myself, what problem are they trying to solve? What success look like for them? Leaders want people who think like owners. So approach conversation as collaboration, not one-way evaluations. Be curious and value-driven and focus on solving their problems, not just proving yourself. This approach shows leadership, emotional intelligence, and ownership. The next time you're getting ready for high-stakes conversation, shift the lens. Put yourself in their shoes and watch all the dynamics changes. Lesson number 7. Opportunities come from people, not application. Networking isn't optional, it's essential. Most roles come from relationship, no job roles, especially today. At its core, networking is simple. It's knowing who you are, know what you want, be visible, share what you know, build genuine connection with others from different backgrounds, and act with kindness and professionalism, because your reputation will follow you through life. Do that consistently and watch all opportunities start to find you. Lesson number 8. Be intentional about who you speak to. Not all connections serve the same purpose. For me, there are 3 types of connection. Number 1, the connectors, those who open doors. Number 2, the decision makers, those who unlock opportunities. Number 3, the peers and the people in the ecosystem, those who educate and inform you. Know what you're seeking from a conversation. Insight, introduction, or opportunities, and prepare accordingly. But also, be prepared not to reach your goal. You can't control how the other person responds or connect with you. Lesson number 9. Move fast from ideas to action. This lesson here is momentum matters. One thing I've learned is to master the art of having an idea and executing on it fast. When a new idea pops into your mind, here's what you do. If it takes under 5 minutes, do it immediately. If it takes longer, schedule it. If you don't, the spark of inspiration gets lost and the opportunity is missed. Execution builds confidence, and confidence fuels progress. And if you need one more reason to convince you, there is nothing more motivating than completing a task. That dopamine hits you get after ticking a box is what fuels your momentum and keep you going. Lesson number 10. Have a plan and adjust it intentionally. A dream without a plan is a wish. If you want something done, especially something that takes time and effort, you have to strategize how you go about it. That means breaking your goals down monthly, weekly, and daily. Because when goals are vague or too big, they become overwhelming, and that's when procrastination kicks in. The other aspect of this lesson is be willing to pivot. That might be a small adjustment or a big one, like changing course altogether. Knowing when to pivot is both art and science. It's, for me, about looking at the data you collected and trusting your guts when something stops working or inspiring you. Pivoting isn't failure, it's feedback. Nothing is wasted. Everything you learn can be repurposed. So make your plan and stay flexible enough to let life guide you where you're meant to go. This is the end of our 10 career transition lesson. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. You got this.